I just don't trust honey. I have a feeling there's going to, in like a couple years, there's going to be the great honey conspiracy of like 2022.
For all my aspiring content creators out there, heed my warning. Be very careful as to who you take a sponsorship from. Your New Year's resolution is to start content creation, take it very seriously, and run it up on the channel. You drop 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4 video, and they are straight bangers. You blow up and you start to get sponsorships. You get that email and it's from somebody that you know. You've seen other content creators use it and they are very familiar to you. So you open up that honey email and get to working with them. But then you realize they're stealing from you. That's not some made up scenario. That's literally what's going on right now.
Maybe you're watching a Linus Tech Tips video. Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks and boom, you have honey. You come across another Linus Tech Tips video and after watching, you're convinced you should buy the one recommended in his video. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. When you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store. After clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled Short Circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. Well, once honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves.
Now this is amazing because 2 things are true about Honey. 1, they work with some of the biggest content creators, especially in like the tech space on the platform. And 2, they almost always fail to find some sort of coupon code, which means in turn, they are almost always not paying content creators for doing some sort of work. It's funny because Honey gives access to any sort of coupon code. And to be honest with you, there's probably some sort of coupon code out there. They literally have access to tens of hundreds of millions of thousands of them. This is a way to discourage buyers from going to other sites or different methods or means in order to, use their credit cards that might give them a saving, their debit cards that might give them a saving, and go the honey route. So not only are they not giving their content creators their just due in this situation, they're also cheating the consumer out of the best deal possible for whatever overpriced gadget they're buying this holiday season. And for these content creators, they're entitled to about a $35 commission on every single affiliate link that's clicked. Now, I'm almost certain that some of the best YouTubers out there are a little bit smarter than this, and they're not going just straight affiliate links. But I know from my experience when dealing with brand deals that this is a major selling point for a lot of the brand deals out there. Now, I'm sure that Linus is getting some sort of guaranteed minimum, and so is Mr. Beast and whoever else is using this affiliate link. But the fact that part of their deal, even if it's only 20% of their deal is tied to affiliate sales, that's just dishonest as hell from the Honey side. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I'm really heated and hot about this is because I used to work a commission-based job at Lens Crafters selling glasses, or maybe I shouldn't say their name because they're not giving me any promo. But when I was really new into the game, I would be the one ringing up and keying in every single sale. Like that was the way that my manager had me practice. I was upselling people, making them get the most latest and greatest technology in their glasses, only to find out that at the end of the transaction, my manager was keying in their own numbers to take credit for my sale. I would sit there with customers for like 30, 40, or 50 minutes, literally just trying to get them the right pair of glasses, sometimes even 2. And these aren't cheap glasses. And it was holiday season, so the money was really good as far as the commission goes. But when it came time for me to get paid, I literally saw fractions of what I knew that I earned on my paycheck. And then my manager told me some BS that it was like a training situation. You can't get so many commissions when you train. But I looked at those receipts, Fred. You were stealing money from me. I seen it. And this isn't some PSA to content creators for real. This is a we need this issue to be fixed. Not only is it super scummy on Honey's part, but it's also just plain evil. Linus Tech Tips, MKBHD, Mr. Who's the Boss, Mr. Beast, literally some of the biggest creators on YouTube promote Honey. And if I had to total up their YouTube views for the year, I would literally say that they are well over 1 billion views on the platform. And it seems that a lot of these content creators don't even know what's going on. Well, at least for the most part, somebody did catch on.
In 2022, a different user noticed that LMG were no longer promoting Honey and asked the team if they had been dropped as a sponsor, to which one of Linus's employees responded with, "We ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links. Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership."
Linus Tech Tips has been promoting Honey since 2017, and literally when they found out, they didn't say a word to to anybody. And not that it affects the consumer, but more to the creator economy. Now, I don't know if they told people behind the scenes and maybe some people started working out deals under the table with Honey to, you know, promote affiliate links that don't necessarily work for real, which is a whole nother video if that comes out to ever be true. But I would think that an alarm will be sounded to the greater community that, hey, this company is a scumball company. The channel did about 160 sponsored ad reads that are still up on the channel. They're literally the third most sponsored by Honey channel on YouTube behind Mr. Beast and H3H3. And in fact, once they found out what Honey was doing, they ended the partnership and literally did the exact same thing with another company like Honey and did not say anything. Now, a lot of people are upset with Linus Tech Tips about this, and I'm gonna give him grace. I don't know what's in the contract. Maybe they couldn't say anything until a certain amount of time was, you know, passed or whatever the case may be, but it does look shady that an employee went on the forums and kind of let things be gone. I don't know. Capitalism is very bad, and I just want to give him the utmost grace until he comes out or whoever comes out and actually addresses this, if they ever will. With advertising becoming ever so popular on social media, I think it's very, very important that we talk about this and this cycle that Honey has created. Trust me, they're not the first ones to do it, and they won't be the last. They are literally scamming the consumer, they are scamming the content creator, and just throwing a bag at the content creator to really have them sell a product that doesn't even work. And on top of it, they're not getting their just due. And if it's working on the biggest creators in the game, I can only imagine when it happens to the littlest creators who are desperate to get some sort of validation and saying, hey, I got my first YouTube sponsor, even if it's somebody that's scheming and scamming their way around the industry. I think that an impact that a lot of people don't realize from the situation that's going to happen on the creator side is that people on the viewer side stick together often. So once they see that this is sponsored by a company that's scamming, they're going to drop the dislikes. They're going to stop watching the content and they're going to unsubscribe if people continue to be front-facing sponsors for Honey, a company that a lot of people are now talking about as being a scam company. And then if they're going to be the ones that are pushing this sort of advertiser content onto their audience, you're going to lose trust with your audience. We literally saw it not too long ago where MKBHD put out a product that a lot of his consumer base and audience base did not mesh with because it kind of went against his moral fiber as far as releasing an app. It lacked transparency, it looked like a quick cash grab, and a lot of people had issue with this pay to play model that MKBHD notoriously talks down on. Hell, he's very much against buying a product that promises future upgrades, and then he made a product that promised future upgrades and people were sick of it. So now the ball has to be in his court, H3H3's court, and other people of the like that are advertising a company like Honey who is purposefully misleading the consumer base and having them download their Chrome extension or whatever the case may be on their browser to have them shop for these products, but ultimately probably claim their data, scrape their data off their computer. This is gross. Hopefully this doesn't deter a lot of the content creators on the smaller side from getting sponsorships. Like, I know big companies are willing to take advantage of any and everybody, but getting a sponsorship should be a good thing. It means that you're putting in a lot of work, you've built an audience, you've built a community that trusts you to continue to come back and watch your video. But it's gonna be harder in the future if these companies exist and they are scamming the customer base, you know, the people that are viewing the videos. It's gonna be harder for the content creator to develop and maintain and sustain that trust that they've put into the audience. For the larger content creators, it doesn't matter. Mr. Beast, hell, he could have a Honey sponsorship or he could not. He has a whole show on Amazon. But for the smaller content creators, this is not gonna go over very well. Now, because Honey is so sweet, this isn't the first time somebody's dipped their hand into the pot of scamming the consumers on YouTube.
A lot of YouTubers and TikTokers are currently in hot water for a scam that is currently circulating both platforms. It's called established titles, and essentially you get a plaque that tells you that you're a lady, lord, or laird. For a lot of those titles, you have to either own a large plot of land itself, and with that, the company is actually about to be in hot water because they actually claim that it was a gag gift and that people should have known better. But looking at their websites and how they've actually changed a lot of the wording, I believe that they're aware of that, oh, people are on my tail now, we need to change everything.
So some of y'all might have seen this ad on your For You page. Notice how it doesn't tag like the company that it's advertising or anything like that. This is an ad for BetterHelp. Another thing to note is that they turned off comments, which is kind of interesting because BetterHelp has been exposed as being a scam. They don't hire real therapists.
So I see a BetterHelp ad and decide why not, I'll try it out. I get matched with a therapist, their audio doesn't work for the video call, so it goes to text where they basically tell me just take fewer classes and just work less. Neither of which are options for me.
As an influencer myself, can we just pick like brands that aren't like complete garbage to represent, you know what I mean?
Now, this isn't a new phenomenon, but I just want to give another PSA to the content creators that are up and coming out there. Please be very, very, very weary of who you take as a sponsor. Whether it be these gambling people, whether it be these sex pill people, whether it be these Chrome extensions, whether it be these therapy people, damn, whoever it is, make sure that you are able to actually use the product before you pitch it to people. Make sure you actually vet the product, see how it aligns with you and your message that you're trying to get out. I know they're going to be throwing bags at you, and this 30-second ad read can make you way more than any video that you could put out, or hell, you'd have to break 1 million views just to make the same amount of money that you would get from doing that 60-second ad read. But I promise you, it is better to do your due diligence and turn down bad sponsorships than to have bad sponsorships be on your video for an extended period of time. And when people realize they're getting scammed out of their hard-earned money, they're gonna start pointing their finger at you, the content creator. And I don't know about a lot of you guys, but it is extremely hard to bounce back from losing an audience. Once these advertisers suck you dry of your audience, they're gonna turn to the next content creator. They're not looking back at you and saying, oh, we'll help you build it up. Once you lose that trust, people won't want to patronize you ever again. So for the love of God, make sure you vet these people, and please make sure we share the word that Honey is literally a Chrome extension scam. And please let the content creators know. Maybe they don't know, but if they do, stop watching those videos.